So, did I tell you about meeting Brett Favre at the airport? All right, so this was 15 years ago, and I was at the airport, and Brett Favre gets off the plane, and I go over and I make a fuss, I was meeting another priest who was flying in, so I told him, do me a favor. I said, I'm going to start greeting my friend when he gets off the plane, and then you got to come over and interrupt and act like we're best friends and you're so excited to see me. So he's in. And so sure enough, my buddy gets off the plane. I'm greeting him. Favre comes up. Father Joe Krupp, oh my gosh, what a treat to see you. I was like, back off, Favre. I got a friend here. Okay, that didn't happen. Hi, I'm Father Joe Krupp, pastor at Holy Family in Grand Blanket, St. Mark and Goodrich, and I'm here to answer your questions. We've got look at this. Do they see it? Do they see it? Nice. All right, so let's grab, I haven't seen any of these. Let's dive in. Okay, Father Joe, I have never opened a Bible, and I want to begin reading at home. Where do I start? Great question. Okay, I'm going to recommend New Testament. I won't even get into it. I'm going to recommend, I just hit the mic, New Testament, and I'm going to recommend the Gospel of Mark and the book of Romans. The reason the Gospel of Mark is because it's the kind of simplest, no-nonsense, it's the shortest, and it'll really give you a nice sense, quick sense of Jesus' life. My second gospel choice for you would be Matthew. What's nice about Matthew, it's longer than Mark, but what's nice is it gives you the infancy narrative. Jesus as a little squeaker. And why Romans? Because Romans is the letter Paul wrote to kind of introduce the newness of the Christian belief. And I think it's, any of them are great, but I think Romans is fabulous. Just a short note, whenever you see the phrase, the law, in the book of Romans, know that what Paul means is the Torah. Okay, the first 5 books of the Bible. So that would be my recommendation. I can't recommend it enough. Let me know how it goes. All right. Next question. I don't know this one. Father Joe, where does the word Easter come from? I thought I knew. I thought it was from the word Estore, which was a spring festival, but it turns out, I just found this out, that's totally made up. That's not true at all. So I'm going to have to come back to that later. And whoever did this, you get 15 Jesus points for stumping me. You can rack up Jesus points, right? And if you get enough of them, you get a toaster oven signed by Pope Francis. That's not true at all. All right. Wow. I had it upside down, and there are 9,000 words. Ready? Okay. I was born and raised Catholic and always told that when you die, Jesus comes to get you and take you to heaven. However, in our prayers, we say that, quote, Jesus will come to judge the living and the dead, end quote. Does that mean we do not go to heaven right away when we die and will not until Jesus comes again? This is a good question. I'll walk you through the whole process first. What we get from the New Testament is this. We are body-soul unities, right? So when we die here on earth, our bodies go in the ground and our souls go to heaven, hopefully. Some of you people, I don't know. But our souls go to heaven or judgment, let's put it this way. When Christ returns, our bodies will be raised up, restored to our soul. We will have glorified bodies that'll probably look a lot like mine. It will not. And then there will be what we call the universal judgment. Now, if you're in heaven, it doesn't change at the universal judgment. It's more a judging of the human race, in a sense. So, when we die, bodies in the ground, souls to heaven. When Christ returns, all bodies and souls are rejoined together, and those that are in heaven, of course, stay in heaven, but now as body-soul unities. Let me make sure I got it. So, there we go. This is one of the reasons we have so many rules about dead bodies, right? That we don't scatter ashes, we don't separate cremains, we put people's in sacred places. Because we're talking about the dead, Carrie's coffin. Get it? Oh my gosh, that was fantastic. So, on that awful pun, I will end this episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you have any questions, go to the Holy Family Facebook page and submit the questions there, and we'll get right after them, or you can email them to the Pope. But he won't answer them. I will. Thanks very much. Have a great day.